Namaste, my humans. This is Katy Mendoza, expanding consciousness in a fun and an adventurous way. Welcome. In today's video, I am doing a Q&A regarding the video that I have posted 1 or 2 weeks ago. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you have not checked out the video that I'm going to be doing the Q&A, feel free to go and check it out. The first question. So what I understood from your video is that soul contracts are like lessons that we as humans go through. Like we have contracts with certain people in different types of relationships in order to give each other lessons. So in what she's asking me here, if the point of making those soul contracts, in having these contracts with different types of relationships in our life, like the whole point of this is just to have a lesson. Yes, so our souls decide to make these contracts, and in all these different types of relationships that sometimes we experience and go through. And the whole reason is to learn lessons, because through these lessons that a lot of times are very tough and hard and painful and uncomfortable, and you are learning about yourself. So each partner in your life up to this moment, even if they stay for a second, 2 seconds, days, years, whatever, they are really helping shape the person that you are being at this moment. And sometimes it can be in a very negative way, because you lose yourself, right? So maybe a romantic partner that you decided to experience, and you made a contract with a soul, even though that partner like cheated on you and hurt you and lied to you and all these things, but that bad relationship helped you learn a lot about yourself. And maybe from being hurt so much, but all of that is really teaching you to trust your intuition. Before you had that feeling of that person was lying, or you really learn what being cheated on is like, right? So that makes you grow, that makes your soul grow, even though that's the pain, because now you probably are going to be a little more conscious if you learn the lesson from that partner, that when somebody else comes in and shows you those same cards, you're like, wait a second, I know, right? So you learn something from that person. And what happens sometimes is that if that partner that keeps coming back, so it keeps doing all these bad things to you, but then it keeps coming back without any changes, and without any changes from you, maybe you still haven't come in your power, or you haven't learned that lesson. So that person keeps coming up because you are both still vibrating in the same frequencies, in the same energies. And until you don't learn that lesson, right, that same person is gonna come. Or if that person, the same partner, is not the one that keeps coming back, you're gonna keep being in these other relationships that, they have a different face, it's a different person, but the same lesson keeps coming up, and you're like, what is happening? It's because you haven't become aware face to face with the lesson that you came here to learn. The other question, she's talking about how she has heard that there are 2 different types of people that talk about soulmates. So some people believe that soulmates are that you only get one romantic soulmate, romantic partner in your life, that there's only one person for you, destiny, that's all. And then she has heard that other people talk about how there are many different types of romantic partners, and that these partners, that there are so many different types of partners, and that as you grow, as you evolve and change, you are meeting a different soulmate, right? A different romantic soulmate. So she wants me to elaborate and collaborate. And let's talk about romantic partners, because they take a lot of your energy, and it can be very uncomfortable. But that's why those romantic partnerships, those romantic souls contracts are so intense and amazing, because that where the challenge is, when the hard parts are, that's where the lessons are, and that's when you get to learn and use them and experience them, and your soul expands and evolves and grows, and that's just doing what it came here to do, to have all those different experiences and to master the physical, the mental, and the emotional, and everything combined in one. I have my idea and beliefs of this title has kind of like evolved with time as well, as I have evolved in my experiences. I feel like when we try to title something or name something and we're like, you are really, being actually close-minded and blocking other opportunities of seeing a soulmate or experiencing a romantic partner. Or soulmates are here because they are literally the most clear mirror that you can have, and you start to see the things that bother about each other and arguments or whatever, right? And that is where the lesson is, right there. When things get tough, when you start to see things in that person that you don't like, instead of judging, maybe your soul, the contract that you guys made is to, okay, you're gonna teach me to see the contrast and to see all the parts of me, on myself, that I maybe haven't accepted or that I've been suppressing. And if you want to watch my video about all these suppressing emotions and projection, also check it out. I'm gonna leave it at the end of this video as well. You have, and when you recognize the opportunity of the soul lesson, of the soul romantic partner, it's because that is where the lessons are about getting to know yourself. So your romantic partner, if you are in a conscious relationship and you're being aware of all these challenges and things that are coming up, it really is teaching you how to grow and how to see yourself and how to learn all these different things about yourself. So going back, if there's only one or two or whatever, I don't believe that there's only, that's again my perspective, I don't believe that there's only one person for you. I believe that this universe and our consciousness, there is so much possibilities, endlessless, it's infinite. You making one choice in your life totally shifts and changes your whole life. Nothing is forever, and the person always leaves exactly when the lesson has been learned. You're emotional in your mind, it's like, that's not fair. What? Like, I thought a soulmate was be there forever and love me forever. But a soulmate, that is, there can be more than one, a person that you are with, is there to teach you how to truly love yourself and learn how to be alone. There is more than one. There's millions, again, depending on where you are, where your life is going, right? Like what your surroundings are. I feel like there are so many possibilities of you falling in love and finding someone that can teach you, and that you guys made a soul contract to teach a big lesson. But why is there more? Because everything is like a spiral that is always happening, and this is when it gets crazy. So continue trying to keep an open mind. Remember, your mind wants to make everything make sense, and when I start saying things that are not making sense for your mind's gonna try to take you away from it, but just feel it. So everything is a spiral and everything's constantly happening, right? There's so many possibilities. Someone that if you take the train, you go in the train, you're gonna meet all these different people. Maybe you meet the soulmate here, right? And oh, it's amazing, whatever, and this leads to something. What if you were there and you missed the train? That train, right? And maybe for just those 5-10 minutes, or maybe you went back and you didn't take a train, whatever that it happened. Now your your path is going to be completely different. Maybe you meet somebody else, but that is also there to teach you that big soul lesson in a romantic partnership. And I hope that helped. So yeah, I do believe, I go kind of with the idea that there is so much soulmates out there. And whatever you are vibrating and connected in that moment or in that lifetime is because that's what your soul wants to experience and learn that lesson. So maybe if you only stay with one person for a long time, it could be also possible that you both learn your lessons and grow together. So yeah, there's gonna be all this pain and all these things, but if you both agree and you both learn the lessons that you guys both came to teach each other, there could be that you guys could stay together, growing and continue learning, because you guys overcame that lesson. But let's say if you didn't learn the lesson, and one of you guys did and one of you didn't, then the energies, no matter how much you guys want to continue together, it's gonna be it was gonna be very hard or impossible to vibrate together, because one of them has already passed on that lesson and the other one is stuck in here, right? So now this other one that got stuck in that, no learning that lesson, is going to attract another soulmate that has, maybe this one made a compromise with this soul to actually really do teach him that lesson that he didn't learn with the other one. Does that make sense? Okay, again, it doesn't have to make sense, but yeah, so there is an infinite opportunity and possibility of your soul partner. Another question here. So she says, you also mentioned how we reincarnate, we come back to finish something, like that's why you keep coming back, question mark? Is it that we keep coming back to fulfill something? And if so, the reason why the same mistake keeps happening, that we need to keep coming back, could it be because of fear and because we are not ready? So why do we keep coming back? Now we're talking about reincarnation. Reincarnation. So cool. So we keep coming back because we are souls, we are here to experience the human experience, right? And here to master the physical, the mental, and the emotional levels. And to really release and overcome the idea and the illusion of that this is only physical that is happening. So we keep coming back and learning all these lessons, because the more lessons your human learns and grows, is helping the consciousness grows. If your consciousness evolves, expands, and grows, it gets to a point when you are going to be able to feel and see how there's so much more happening than just this physical reality. And with every lesson and every lifetime that you experience, as you keep coming back, it's like playing a game, right? You play the first time and you want to make it to pass level 1. And in the beginning, you know, oh, level 1, you know, the cartoon, whatever, dies. And then you go again. Okay, I'm gonna try it. This time, you know that in the first 5 minutes, you had to like jump all these things to make it to the other side of the game, right? But the first time you didn't know and you dropped to it, you know, and you hurt yourself on all the things that you were supposed to jump because you didn't know they were there. The second time you play the game, now, okay, now I got it. I know I have to jump the first, you know, in the first 5 minutes. And you jump, you make it to those, and then you make it to the other part of the game, right? And then something else happens that you didn't know it was there. Boom, you die again. And then you go back and you try. So you keep trying and trying, and every time that you try, you know something you didn't know before, because now you're conscious of it and you really want to make it to there. So when you come back again, now you know, and you keep knowing and you keep learning until you are able to go to whatever level that there is. So that's what's happening with your consciousness, with these lessons. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not being conscious, you are going to keep coming to the game, hitting yourself in all these challenges or all these rocks that you were supposed to jump, just because you didn't pay attention. You were rushing so much. So the whole thing of intention here is to really become conscious and aware of yourself, instead of, you know, complaining, I can't keep passing, I can't, this keeps happening to me, stop. Okay, why does this continue to happen to me? What am I vibrating? What am I doing? What soul lesson have I not learned? So we keep coming back, the reincarnation cycle, whatever. No, just because of the fear and because we are not ready. I don't like to use those words, but just because maybe we are not conscious, we're not being conscious of what we are doing with our lives, with our choices. And next question. Is it possible that you may have a soul contract with an ancestor? Cool question. Yeah, of course, very possible. You know, very possible, because you are your ancestors. So it's like, okay, you made a contract that maybe, okay, I'm gonna be the ancestor and I'm gonna come and experience this life years and years and years before you and create all this family, right? And then I'm going to die. Or I mean, I won't be in the physical realm, because our ancestors have already expanded their consciousness so high that they are still here next to us, not in a physical body, but everything is happening all at once, the physical, the non-physical, spirit. So it's like that ancestor is your guide, that you made a contract before you came into the physical again, that you were going to listen to that ancestor, or that you were going to channel that ancestor, that you were going to come back into a younger physical body, and that you were going to allow that ancestor and really connect and work with that ancestor, because that ancestor has all the knowledge. That ancestor has already lived everything, experienced all these things, right? And what it really is just that energy and consciousness that is you, that we are all one at the end of everything, experiencing each other in different realities and physical bodies. So yeah, contract with ancestors are exactly what we are doing and who we are now. And we have two more questions now. Do romantic soulmates ever can fall out of love? So can romantic soulmates ever fall out of love? Romantic soulmate partner, you know, things didn't work out anymore, and you know, he broke out with me. Does that mean that he never loved me and now we just fell out of love? Very interesting question, and I'm just trying to see how I can put it into an answer. Well, you know, soulmates, I do believe that no matter space, time, things, if you guys are together in the physical reality or not, they are part of you. They are you. They are always with you. And it all depends about the consciousness of the two humans and the mind that puts all these blockages in the middle of two souls that are inside of two bodies, but that has souls that they're always together because they are one and they are the same. So yes, I mean, yes and no. If you want to see it as the physical reality, yeah, two people that were in love, that they thought they were soulmates, they break up, everything goes to psh, and they were like, I thought you were my soulmate, but I was wrong. Just because things didn't work out with that partner doesn't mean that that was not one of your soulmates. Actually, whatever that things didn't work out, that pain that he caused you, all these things, that was the contract you guys had. I'm gonna fall in love, and then you know, because you needed to experience that, you needed to learn that, to be able to be better for yourself, to be able to know yourself better. So falling out of love in this human thing, that when a relationship doesn't work out anymore, doesn't mean that you fall out of love with that soulmate. It's all about how you see it and the way of your, where your consciousness and awareness is. So if you are vibrating and you have all this awareness and consciousness, you don't need to understand why things didn't work out with someone, but you feel and you know that there was a lesson even when it's so painful. Last question. Is there anything tangible that soulmates tend to do? Any physical or body language? You want to know if there's something that someone does, say, that you're like, oh my God, I can tell you that's your soulmate. I mean, I will say that if someone makes you angry, if someone makes things tough for you, if someone really turns on all these emotions and feelings and it triggers something in you, I feel that's how you know that's your soulmate. Your soulmate's not gonna always be the one that it makes you feel so happy and all happy stuff. Your actually soulmate is gonna be the one that makes things very hard and tough on you, because your soulmate is the one that is a mirror to you, and it's the one that you made that contract that it will show you all the things that you don't like about yourself or that you've been suppressing about yourself. So things that soulmates do make you become aware of yourself, about all, and again, doesn't mean that that soulmate you're gonna stay with them forever, like I said before, but one of your soulmates may be there to teach you and for you to find out how maybe you are not confident enough, or how maybe you are a liar, or how maybe you don't feel like you deserve enough, or you don't feel like you're good enough. And maybe that's why you were with a partner, but that partner is showing that to you, and that may be scary and uncomfortable because you don't want to see that, and then that's when you're like, no, I don't want to be with you anymore, or you're bad to me. It's like, well, again, let's become conscious. What is this relationship, or when you're dating as well, right? It's teaching me. When someone really triggers you, there's something on about you. Not only positive too, but also the negative, because that's where the lesson is. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the questions. If anybody else has any more questions, or the people that have asked me the questions want to comment, I hope this helped. Again, let's be open-minded. This is my perspective and how I am living this physical reality myself right now, about all this soul, that is just a name again, soul contracts and soulmates and stuff like that. But the best thing is not to put titles in it, to experience it, to be aware of ourselves. Everyone out there in our life is there to show something about ourselves, and the way it's the same way us for them. Check out my guided meditation. I'm gonna leave the link right here to meet 3 versions of yourself. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next time, or the next lifetime. Bye. You are always manifesting. The question is, are you manifesting consciously or unconsciously? To manifest is to bring something forth into your physical